Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Couch Potato Queens Big Brother Chat. I'm your host, Josh Mendelson, and we are here today with another legend. Last week, we interviewed Diane Henry, and this week we are here today awesome as well. So it's going to be kick-ass. We are so excited. But just to start, Frank, are you excited for tonight? It's going to be a
so excited for the night. I have my blunt. I'm chilling. I'm vibing. Rockstar. She looks amazing, you guys. It's going to be a great show. I can't wait.
Yo, we have a legend. Steven, we have a legend here today. Rockstar.
I'm so fucking ready for this.
It's going to be so much fun. So, Steven, I know you wrote up a little speech for today. I'd like to hand the mic over to you where we bring over our guest.
Okay, guys. We have a treat for you, Couch Potato Queens. Y'all know our extra special guest from BB20. She brought us some of the most memorable moments of modern day Big Brother. She was loud, she was proud, and with her purple hair, you could always pick her out of a crowd. She is the OG festival queen of Big Brother. And if you don't agree with that, then you are disgusting. It may not be Aradia's birthday, but we're going to party like it is. So if y'all ready to get real cute, without further ado, please help me welcome to the pod, Miss Angela motherfucking Rockstar Lantry. It's a celebration. R-O-C-K, rock. Yeah, motherfucking rock in the house.
I love that.
You didn't even mention Brett's micro penis. Come on, let's go.
Don't talk about his micro penis.
I could not. I can't believe I said that shit. First of all, like it is so wild when I really think about it. Like you didn't win, girl, but you did get micro penis on CBS. So like that's for something.
Fuck around on someone's daughter's birthday and find out.
Rockstar, how are you? Are you excited?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for that warm welcome. I loved it.
Yes.
Oh, it's iconic. We are so happy to have you here tonight. So, just to like get started, I think what everyone wants to know firstly is like, where are you now? How have you been since the show? Like, what have you been up to?
Wow, I do a lot of stuff. Last year I did a celebrity boxing match, which got me like in a fitness mode. I was working with a girlfriend of mine that I've known for a long time, and she was training me. And while we were training for the boxing match, we were congruently training yoga. And when people were like, so what do you like about boxing? I was like, I really like yoga. So I've been in yoga school, yoga teacher training, because I've done yoga on and off my whole life. I've been in a 200-hour yoga teacher training since March. It's probably going to be like another year, but that's exciting. And I've just been raising my kids, and every so often I get like a little mini influencer deal sled hither or thither, you know, and I just hanging out and trying to live my best life, be a better person than I was the day before, you know.
Yes.
We love it. And we watched that boxing match. Okay, you slayed. I think you did great. So
thank you.
I was obsessed.
It was a lot. It was crazy. I mean, I had never really been in a fight. I used to say wild ass shit, and no one would actually fight me because they thought I was insane. I used to be like, because when I was cheerleading, this girl, she fell on me and she broke my nose, and I just kept going or whatever. That's why it's kind of like crooked a bit. So when people would kind of step to me, I would be like, go ahead. I fucking want you to knock my nose back into place. I would love to see that shit. You know what? I'm Jewish, so don't you know that I have lawyers in my family? Like, come at me.
Oh,
I'm Jewish. Rockstar, I'm Jewish as well.
Are you?
Yes. Are you Reform?
So I am by mother's line from Hungary, but we were not raised in the synagogue. So.
Oh yeah, I'm not that religious either, but I'm like another Jew. I love that. I didn't even know that. That's why you and Caitlyn bonded. There we go. That makes sense. Caitlyn's like every single girl that all my girlfriends from college are literally the same person as Caitlyn. So I was like, I could probably ask her what summer camp she went to, what she likes on a bagel, you know. I love it.
Yeah. So I had never been in a fight, and then my first fight was on pay-per-view.
That's dope, though.
That's how you do it.
That's how
I mean, the Big Brother fans like manifested that, because that like gif of you with the boxing gloves on BB20, I'm like, I can't believe this is really like coming to life.
That was so crazy. I was so nuts. Little foreshadowing.
That was some good
No, it was dope. I mean, it's not that fun to get hit in the face. But it is kind of like, I mean, it's exhilarating in like a different kind of way. And on a spiritual path, you're always you walk the path of the warrior is one of the steps towards enlightenment. So it was cool to kind of like dip a toe in there for a little bit.
Definitely. How long did it take you to prepare for it?
I think I worked out for like, it had to be like 6 months or 7 months of just like straight like training. When my homegirl, she's an MMA fighter and a yogi. She's like dope. So when she saw that I was like training, she hit me up and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm doing this boxing match." And she's like, "Oh yeah, that's cool. Like, how are you training?" And I said, "Oh, well, once a week, girl, I go to the gym. I hit the gym for a half hour, girl. I'm spent." And she said, "Excuse me?" I said, "I go to the gym." I know. I can't believe I'm doing it once a week either. Like, I know, right?
For half an hour too.
Getting in there, and I'm sweating. She said, "Bitch, you are gonna get knocked the fuck out." She said, "Please let me train you." And so, like, we did. Previous to that, I had not worked out since I was a cheerleader in high school, which was like 20 years prior. So,
oh, wow,
perfect.
It was fun.
Maybe this is some foreshadowing for the challenge. Would you do the challenge?
I would. I like to say that any opportunity, like, you take a chance when a chance is presented to you, and if you close the door on opportunities, then the opportunities kind of stop flowing for a little bit. So I always have that I'm open to the possibilities energy, or I try to keep it like that, so that whatever happens, fuck yeah, let's do it. Let's live,
I'd be down. You should be Cassidy. You'd be so much fun to watch.
Do you watch the challenge?
I like catch it here and there, but I have not. It's like right around bedtime and so I have.
Your housemates have really been
My housemates are a pain in the ass. They never put away their dishes. They like are constantly demanding. They're always asking me to bring them stuff. Like,
I was talking about your housemates Casey and Fessy doing not Isaac Avalon and Aradia.
Okay, wait.
I'm not evicting any of them. I love them.
How about getting into your season of Big Brother 20? Who was the messiest house guest? Who was the one that you had to clean up after the most?
I didn't clean up after none of them bitches.
After
everybody. So I can't even tell you that. I wasn't even paying attention to that shit. Like, I did not. People are like, "Who was the best cook?" And I said, "I made my own salad and I cleaned my own dish and I minded my own fucking business in the kitchen." I don't know who was the best. I was not eating with these people.
Was that house even dirty? Like, Sam was not having that.
No, Sam, that is where she found her peace, was cleaning. And I was just like, I'm not cleaning for these people to eventually evict me. Fuck that. Like, I would be hot if I cleaned for you and then you're kicking me out and then I'm in the DR crying on some, "I cooked and cleaned for them." Right. I did cook for them in the jury house though, because then it wasn't like a strategy. I was doing it out of let's care for each other kind of.
Should we get into like the jury house right away? I kind of want to ask a jury house question. What went on in the jury house? What are things we missed in the jury house? Like, who was hooking up? Who was doing stuff?
Was there any fights that we didn't see?
What's the tea?
No, I mean, I wouldn't really say that. Our jury house was cool. It was the same jury house that they were at in BB23, which I found interesting. I noticed some of the same like house things in the backyard, and I noticed, and it was funny because Brittany on Big Brother 23 at one point was like fighting this statue. And I was just like, oh my God, I said this to her when I met her. I was like, oh my God, that statue is where I meditated. I found such peace because I felt like it was like this like goddess that I could like sit by and really like center and feel good. And they had this segment of her like, I'm going to knock you out. And I was like, oh.
Yeah. That is not the purpose of the statue, baby.
Yeah, no, wrong. That house was fucking beautiful. Like I could tell you that for whatever anyone ever said about Bailey, like anything they ever said bad, when I got there, she said, Rockstar, I have picked out the best room for you. And she gave me this most opulent motherfucker. And she took this real humble little space. And it was like, I mean, the bed was like a California king with a canopy, and there was like this giant bathtub that was like, I mean, like a pool. Like, it was fucking fabulous. And I just sat in there and read books.
I love that.
I do want to ask, this might be a little much, but I am curious about this. If you don't want to speak on this, totally understand. But I know you were in the jury house with Bailey when there was something really tough going on.
Yeah. So, and so excited for her and Swaggy now that, that's lovely. I'm very happy they wanted that so bad. When I got to the jury house, she sat me down and told me she was pregnant, and we were really excited, and we were kind of like laughing that it was like, I mean, that was just some wild ass shit, like to have a big brother baby. And then a few days later, she just was not feeling well. And I had experienced 2 miscarriages in my life as well. And I was able to help her through that. And I sat and read the Bible with her, and I brought her like vegan stuff, and I massaged her feet, and I just told her it was going to be okay. And like, we really, I mean, and honestly, like for as much as I wanted that money and everything else, I can't imagine anybody else being there during that time for her. Like, I have had that happen. I have had children, before and after. And I can't imagine like Tyler being there,
like any of them,
or
like,
any of them.
2 of you probably, right? Because you were the first 2 jurors. Right?
Yes, I was the only one there with her when this was going on, and I just took care of her. I mean,
or like, God forbid that happened in the Big Brother house versus like the jury house.
No, yeah, and it was just, I felt so bad because she wasn't able to talk to any of her family, and so I just tried to be that family. I tried to be like what I knew that her mom or her sisters would be doing in that time of need, what I would want somebody to do for me, and just take care of her in that. And so that was like, it was a lot. It was really super intense. And then and now all is well. So
they're having a baby. Like they're
life is like ups and downs and lefts and rights and all sorts of crazy shit. I am glad, because that happened in that way, that I was the person that was there. I just don't. I'm not saying anybody else wouldn't have tried, but they just wouldn't have. They didn't have the
background as a perspective. Like, your care was genuine.
Yes. And I knew what that was like as well. So,
you're the only mom, right?
I am a mom. I'm a mom, and I've had miscarriages in between the girls. So like, I knew the full spectrum of what was going on. And yeah,
absolutely. And you were the only mom in the house, though, right? You was just you.
Yeah. Oh no, I was the only parent after Steve left, and I think Steve's daughter was like grown. I was the only parent there, and I mistakenly thought that would garner the sympathy of America, but they didn't give no fucks. They were like,
they love you now.
They were like, well, why'd you leave your kids then, bitch?
I always say that.
Care so much about them kids.
that.
Why don't you go home to your kids?
I hate that shit. I hate that shit.
I would
Like, if you have kids, it's supposed to stop your life. No, turn up. Like, life is short.
No, I fully agree. And I always think like, I want to show my kids that like fucking live while you're alive. You know, tomorrow's promised to none of us, and crazy shit happens all the time. I think like half of my early life is just so fear-based on like, we don't have, I mean, really, you know, it starts out when you're a kid and your family starts talking about stranger danger, which is important shit, but that like makes a lot of anxiety because you're like, why can't I talk to people and shit? And then later, when I was in high school, Columbine happened, and I was like, no, none of us are safe anywhere. And then when I was a freshman in college, then 9/11 happened, and I was like, holy fuck. And then everybody got all racist against Muslims, and I was like, what the fuck? And I don't know, there's just been a lot of like, you never know, and people can say there's violence in this city or that city, but shit happens in Iowa, like, you don't know, you know, so just live while you're alive is the long and short of what I was saying there.
Isn't your life motto, no one makes it out of this life alive, so laugh, party, and try and make others feel good along the journey?
That's it.
love
try
it.
to rise positively as you can, and you know, fucking live. There's so much adventure to be had if you let yourself, you know, and drink water.
So, Rockstar, you obviously are the festival queen. We all know this. Hello.
Yes.
So, have you been to Electric Forest in Michigan before?
So, I have not been to Electric Forest. I know a lot of people that have been to Electric Forest. Yeah. I have only really been on the East Coast festivals.
Yeah.
And really like the spiritual ones. So there's one in New York called Starwood. Then there was like Guy in Mind, and there just all these other, and every time that I had a ticket to Burning Man, because I got pregnant. So I don't know whether to try again. I don't want any more kids. I don't know if I don't know if I could go this time, but
have you ever been to Spirit of Sewanee Music Park in Florida? Oh man, that's that is my favorite venue. They have Halloween. They have like Tipper and Friends events.
I've heard of Halloween.
That's my absolute favorite. It's like a string cheese festival.
Yes. I know string cheese.
This is y'all conversation.
Let me tell you, when BB20 premiered that night, I like was with all of my like festy friends that like watched BB with me, and we were like, no, they did not put one of us on the cast. We were dying. I was like, okay, yep. The moment I saw the yarn or whatever that was in your hair, yeah. I was like, okay. Been there, seen that. Yep. She's one of us. Go. I was like, let's go rock. Come on.
Yeah, it's so funny. And it was like all the people in the house were talking about brand deals. And I was like, well, I did not prepare for this. I was like, I don't know. I mean, maybe like Burning Man will have me out, or I mean, I don't know. And then when I got out and I was talking to somebody, they were like, your demographic really doesn't watch Big Brother. They're out at the festivals that you're thinking are gonna pull you in. They're already there.
Do you flow at all?
With poi,
hula hoops, I knew it. Okay.
Yeah. I love this. This is fun.
I know, right?
I got a couple hula hoops in the back.
Okay. You have LED hoops?
I have one. I like the Levy ones, and I don't know. I really like the Dragon Staff, but that's difficult.
The batteries for LED hoops, they go out so fast. It's such a bitch. And then like
those motherfuckers are expensive.
They are. You might as well just buy a whole new hoop.
Whole ass one.
There you go.
All right. Yes.
Okay,
We gotta
Rockstar.
go to festivals, Josh. We gotta go on this level.
We gotta do more festivals.
Oh my God, let's do a festival together. I'm
I'm
down.
with it.
I can't believe they didn't cast you on this season. Like, hello, this is
hello.
It's rude, honestly.
Rude.
Like it like real rude.
It's disgusting.
It is.
they probably they would have known. You would have been like, no, this isn't quite what a festival's like. I don't think so. Like
I love their little trippy LSD mushroom trip.
A challenge.
I loved that shit. People hated it. I was like, you don't understand my culture.
period.
Oh my God.
I love it.
I want to know though. We were all talking about this on the first episode. Where like, I've never been to a festival that had a piercing booth.
Yeah.
Have you?
I think I definitely, you know what? Yes, because I've seen tattoo tents, and they normally do have a piercer there. At least that I know. That
all right, ladies and gentlemen, it's confirmed by Rockstar.
Confirmed.
It's a piercing station.
And it depends on the venue probably, and what their permits allow, or what they're sliding in. You can get away with a lot more on private property.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I've actually have a festival on the brain because my homegirl's like, we should do this event for fall equinox, and I'm like, oh yeah, that'd be tight. And she's like, I have 400 acres, and I was like, fuck yeah. Let's do that shit. So we've started like talking to different drummers and stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry. So I'm refocused. I just
hopefully you invite us.
Send out the flyers. Send out the flyers.
Set up a little podcast booth.
Okay.
Okay, so Rockstar, you were talking about your daughter. So I think because your daughter, I think we're just gonna get right into the whole your daughter's birthday of it all. Okay, let's get into it.
We got a game.
I'm ready.
It was a blindside, honey. That was a big ass blindside. Did you see that coming at all? Like, did you see at all? And what was like going through your head during Brett's speech at that time when he was?
I just could not because here's the thing. Here is the fucking thing. I would walk into a room and him and Winston would stop talking, stand up, and walk out of it. Like, they did not give me the time of fucking day. They were so shitty like, they treated me like I related to the way that Taylor was getting ostracized and outcasted, because that's how they acted toward me, especially those two. And they would like walk around and say nice shit to everybody else and then just like walk past me. So when he said that I pulled him aside to work together, and like he wouldn't even fucking that's why I was like, you didn't campaign to me, because I was asking other people, I'm like, is he campaigning to you? Like, he must not be very good at this game. If you want to stay here, like, you're supposed to talk to people. And I'm a very social person. So I think my issue with him was that he never treated me like he was a asshole to me. Like,
I can't talk to you in 3 days.
Yeah, it was. He didn't. He didn't even acknowledge me at all. My dear, I will be right with you. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna text Aradia and ask her to check on him.
Tell Aradia to make a camo.
Right.
Happy belated birthday, Aradia. Mommy loves you.
Aradia. Hold on 1 second. Come check on Isaac. There you go. So she'll do it.
Live, ladies and gentlemen.
She'll do it because she's cool. She's always like, Mom, it's cool that you have your little fan base, but you need more. Get more.
Aradia has her own fan base. Come
Aradia
on now.
does. She's hilarious.
I saw that photo of her at Give Kids the World, and she was like the star of it all, like dead center in front of everyone.
Oh my God, isn't that a funny picture?
Yes,
she was cracking up, and so was I. I was like, look at you on your hit tweet, like in front of all these reality TV people.
Honestly, I'm just getting into a random because it's coming to my mind, but I think Winston, if Brett wasn't there, would have been a lot more fun and a lot better. I think it was the two of them together. He seemed like a nice guy.
He may have been. I'm just saying that they were not nice to me. Like they were shitty. And it was like I couldn't relate to it anything more than like some movie that none of these fucking kids had even seen, which was Revenge of the Nerds. And I was like, because I was a little kid when Revenge of the Nerds came out, and I remembered the alpha betas, and they were dicks. And that's what I thought level 6 was. I called them the alpha betas because they were not, they were like
boring and robots.
Yeah, and then, but they were not like super nice. They were just kind of, I don't know. I thought our side had more flavor fun at the time. But what pissed me off about Brett was that he really like treated me like dirt on his shoe. Like not even, because you acknowledge dirt on your shoe sometimes when you move that shit off of your shoe. He didn't even give me that. Like, so I was just like, nah, this motherfucker is not gonna call me out my name like this. Like, not. And this is another thing which had nothing to do with Brett, so it's not even his fault. But I followed these motherfucking rules because I wanted to be in the favor of the production, or I didn't want to be pissing them off at least. So every single day they would announce, remember everyone, no shout outs. And I'm like, well, I'm not doing shout outs. I don't know who the fuck
they
is.
say no shout outs.
Every single time.
They tell you don't do them.
They tell you everyone single fucking time. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, all right, well, maybe they just do this reminder because as I've seen on the show, people used to do them. So they just do the little reminder. So we're all in the bathroom. We're getting ready before this, the episode. And I say, and I think everyone was in the bathroom, including Brett. Just everybody was in the bathroom at this point. And I say, guys, I know we're not supposed to do shout outs. I hope production isn't mad at me, but it's my kid's birthday. It's her 10th birthday. That's my first baby. Like, I love her. She's turning 10. I'm saying happy birthday at Radia today. Do you think, what do you got? You guys think I'm going to get in a lot of trouble, or what do you think? And they go, I give shout outs every single time. And then somebody was like, I shout out my dog. And I was like, my family must think I'm a fucking asshole. Everybody else is saying things, and I have not said one thing to anyone in my family. Another thing production told us was, don't talk to the live feeders. Don't break the fourth wall.
What?
They just watch. They like to be voyeurs. They like to just watch you work your process and don't be obnoxious. So I never talked to anyone on the cameras because I was just trying to like give a good whatever. I was fully focused as if we were all living in this house without the cameras, even though I knew the motherfuckers were there, obviously. Right. I was just trying to give good show, whatever it was they were saying, So when I found out that everybody was giving these shout outs and I hadn't given any, and then this motherfucker comes out his mouth and says that I tried to make some stupid ass deal with him after he was ignoring me like I wasn't even there, and I was trying to communicate because Brett is not the first fucking Brett that I've met. I used to manage nightclubs. I've met a bunch of you fuckers with daddy's credit card, okay? I know who you are. Like, I know who you are. I know that you come in and you can say you can buy this whole fucking place and then you leave the waitress 25 cents. I know you, motherfucker. I know who you are. You're not the first one I met, and I know who you are. So don't come out here and say that I was trying to work some deal with you. And that is why I flipped out, because it was just like this culmination of me feeling really ostracized and shitty. People in my alliance didn't even, at the time, they didn't even believe it. Oh, Rockstar can't win anything. We're going to, Bessie, you got to win this one. Or Scotty, you got to win it for us. Rockstar, like, I'm the type of person that I honestly, like, I can gas myself up, but I honestly need a little bit of a squad that's like, fuck yeah, you got this. You go in there and like, when you're feeling down, you can do it kind of thing. And I just I didn't find that I had that. And then when he came at me and people were honest, I was like, does everybody believe this? And then because he gaslighted me and I fucking zapped out and zapped back. Then their whole side, oh, well, yeah, she's got to go. Like, no, motherfuckers, you were just letting this happen. And Sam the whole time was like, well, he says that you're lying. So he says that you're lying. I said, are you fucking serious? Like, are you dumb? Like,
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know if she ever even knew. She disappeared off the face of the earth, and she refused to talk to me about any.
I think she just dated a robot.
Yeah,
Just dated a robot.
so I don't know. But it was. I mean, all that was a long time ago. However, Brett is still blocked because fuck him.
Yeah.
I want to make this clear because I'd had in my phone, like on my calendar, like Rockstar's daughter's birthday, so I know every year. But then I find out that wasn't actually her birthday that night, was it?
So in my family, birthday Eve is a big fucking deal. Birthday is a big deal. Then post birthday, the day your birthday is celebrated in Canada, is a big fucking deal. You know, it's observed over in Canada. They're always like 2 days behind us on some shit. But not on their policy. They're a bit more modern than we are.
I mean, I will say we don't like the bread of it all, but I do agree. You got to give him thanks, though. He did give you the greatest reality TV moment of all time. So,
oh my god, I like blacked out. It's so funny because I do not. There are people that have that speech memorized, and I don't even have the fucking speech. I blacked out. I was cussing all the time, and Casey was right behind me, and she was like, Rockstar, we're still live. And I was like, oh fuck. That's why I started stuttering, because I was just calling him a motherfucker, like, you bitch ass motherfucker. Go. Yes. Why am I doing work? Because, people work all hours. My child. Hold on 1 second. You can have that. Come on.
Iconic.
You are. Go to the potty. Wash your hands.
It gives
Hi, Isaac.
Sugar a run.
Hey, everybody. I saw Jess said hi. Hi, Jess.
That is so funny.
I saw some shade, too.
Oh, my gosh. Yes. So, there was nothing I could have used more than $500K, a nanny, and a bartender, and a pool boy, and whatever else they give you when you win Big Brother. No. I'm just messing around.
Rockstar, what Care Bear is wondering, what is your sign?
I'm a Cancer. Scorpio moon, Cancer. So I am just emotion.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Are you late June, late July?
No, I'm June 22nd.
June 22nd. Okay, I'm June 5th. I'm a Gemini.
Okay, we're in the same week. I'm June 16th. We are right. We're in that same week.
I love that.
Yeah, Steven, you're like on the cusp of both of them. That's awesome.
I was born in Key West, Florida, and not a lot of people are born in Key West.
Oh, wow.
Vacation baby?
No,
Right.
I was not. I was a Navy baby.
Oh, okay.
So
Do they even have a hospital there?
yeah.
In Key West?
Yeah, Key West.
I mean, I'm sure they do. It's Key West,
There's not a lot of people born in Key West. So whenever I meet somebody else that's born in Key West, I'm like, and they're like, we have this little moment.
Can I ask about your infamous, I want to say infamous, your famous legendary earrings, the Eye of Horus, and what was it? And the Ankh?
Yes, the Ankh and the Eye of Horus. So, I mean, I'm a very spiritual person, and Ankh means eternal life. I was trying to have eternal life in the game. I also got those earrings at a Baltimore art festival right before I went in, and I was trying to rep my city and the art produced. So the art festival was called ZWEBO, the Southwest Baltimore Arts Festival, and then there's another art festival called Artscape. Baltimore gets a lot of rap of murdery type stuff happening, and sure, there's crime everywhere, but a lot more art. There's a lot of art in Baltimore, and that doesn't get talked about a lot. So I really wanted to feature some local artists. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you guys will appreciate this, but I went to the art festival this year and I got something really dope. And it's like right there. I can show you. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's see it. Would love that.
Support the arts.
Fun.
So I got this print and I just kind of fell in love with it. And the artist's name is Lauren J. Turner. And she had the actual like art, but I got the print of it. And it's like this baby like in space kind of, I don't know. I just love art so much. Like that's if
That's
I
dope.
people are, if I had a kink or something, it would probably be art. Like that's my
That's hot.
I fucking love art.
Art is amazing. They
Yeah.
should,
Art is what feelings look like,
I feel like they should let you guys be able to paint and do art in the house.
That would be great. That you cannot hum, you cannot sing, you cannot draw, you cannot read.
I will say your house had so much more than I've ever seen in any other house. You at least had that thing where you did Happy 10th Birthday Aradia and like Sam would do the art in that.
Oh yeah, that was really cool.
And then you had a rock climbing wall.
Yeah. How was that? How was the rock climbing?
Okay, so I'm not bad at rock climbing. I'm bad at getting down.
But you had the help of Caitlyn.
No.
Oh shit.
Are we saying okay? With the thing, okay, so let's talk about Caitlyn. I want to talk about Caitlyn because Caitlyn was a really big personality throughout
We
the.
just made up. Don't make that.
Oh damn, you did? That sucks. I'm just joking.
You and Caitlyn get along now? You guys are good?
We did actually. When we were in New York for this premiere, she like sashayed over and like we had a drunken cry, emotional. I'm sorry too. I was young. I'm sorry for expecting you to be more than young. Then we hugged each other. It was lovely, actually.
What were your like with the puzzle at least? Did you find that funny that she couldn't put the 6-piece puzzle together?
You could have.
I hope watching that, it was absolutely terrifying. And you kind of like when you were sitting on the couch, you're like, at least me, I'm having these moments of, could I put the puzzle together? Like, could I? I don't fucking know. It's very stressful. And the way that I don't think it played, like there was the way the music stopped, because I remember this, the way the music kind of stopped, it seemed like she was, like it was done, but she still had more time, but she didn't know that she had more time because of the way that the music was playing or not playing. Yeah. It was actually a bit more confusing than it's made out to be. It is hilarious to watch, as I have watched my season now, and it definitely doesn't look that confusing. But when I was sitting on the couch watching it, I was rooting for her, even though I really wanted her to go. I was, because it seemed like, oh my God, this is so fucking stressful. Like there's this clock happening, this ticking, and there's this. I don't know. I was very.
Production wanted her to stay. Like that was the most clear thing. Like no seats, ready for an interview. Like they wanted her.
I think they definitely did. I think that, I don't know, because it seemed like it was over before it was. I remember that.
I watched it today. I know exactly what you're talking about. There was like that weird gap where she goes away and then she like rushes back. It was like, right, it was really weird.
Because it seemed like it was done by the way the music that we could all hear kind of like ended, and it seemed like, oh, it was over, and then it was like, no, it's not over, keep going, and we're all like, yeah, like I don't know, there was just this strange thing.
I think they were just gonna be like that, saying it was done when she completed it. They were just like, just keep going.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Talk amongst yourselves. God, she looks fabulous. I'll be
okay.
She really does look so fabulous.
You know what? Looks so good right now. Yeah.
Right back.
Not a problem. Alex is here saying hi.
Hi, Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Alex
Rockstar
is recovering from surgery right now. Everyone wish Alex the best
Happy
of recovery.
Alex.
Yeah, guys, Alex had her surgery. For those of you that are watching the channel or are new to it, Alex actually is our main host for our Bachelor show. She does Survivor with us, and she will be coming on more for more Big Brother stuff within the next few weeks because she had prior commitments, but she had a surgery, and Alex is doing well. So, oh yeah, Rockstar, our main host Alex says hello.
Oh, hello.
She's there. Yeah, there you go. And some of our viewers. Okay, we have Renee saying hi to Rockstar. Julia saying hi to Rockstar too.
Hey, Julia.
Hey, Julia.
I love this crew.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. For real.
We love it. And we're happy, Alex, that you're feeling better. But yeah, back to the Caitlyn of it all, though. Like, was it really when Caitlyn blindsided Swaggy? Was that really like the moment you were like, this girl, what is she doing?
That pissed me off.
Yeah, no, I was pissed. I had for me at that point in time, I did not consider myself, nor did I think that I had it in me I was not going for the comp wins. I had set it up so that I basically wanted to be like a bishop on a chessboard. I wanted to advise these other like knights to go out and win these things. I wanted Swaggy and Fessy to go win the fucking shit. And for her to just like out of nowhere decide that, and she made up Tyler told her the craziest fucking lie that like if Sam was evicted, then she would be told the names of everybody that voted to evict her, and she was coming back in, and that was the power or some shit like that.
I thought she intuitively knew what it was.
I said, Caitlyn, that's not a real thing. I said, there's no fucking way. And she's like, well, I think it is. And this is the move. And I'm like, and then I tried to tell her, I was like, girl, like you say you're a girl's, but all you're doing is like you're stigmatized by like.
Reminds me of Paloma. Like,
I'm sorry, but yeah.
She was a little bit Paloma, but not as like she wasn't like as bad. I actually do love Caitlyn.
She was nowhere near that Paloma.
No. And I mean, she was young. And I mean, I don't know what I would be like as a young 20-something in a house full of like shirtless, hot guys like, I don't know. I mean, I didn't really think well, a few, no.
I thought for sure you two were gonna like get along. I was like, okay, like festivals, crystals,
okay.
like I was like these two are going together, but
it's she was not experienced in a lot of life. And she hadn't really seen, like, there was this point in time where we were both on the block, and I said to her, the only reason I'm here is because I had this surprise baby. I left my nightclub management job, and all I want to do is have the money to buy a house in this now gentrified, expensive ass number 6 in the nation county that I fucking live in, so that I don't have to pay rent anymore. Period. And she looked me dead in my face and said, "Well, Rockstar." I didn't want to say anything, but the reason I'm here is because my family's vault got broken into. And I just really wanted to try to get that vault money back for them. And I was like, bitch.
Not the vault.
Girl. Your family's vault. Your girl.
Oh my God.
Not the family vault.
Oh my God. College. I cannot.
I swear to God, that is what she said. And I was like, please don't kill this little girl. Please don't kill her. And so we were just, and now we're cool, but like, there's a lot to be said about being in very, very different phases in life. And am and was in a very different phase than any of my other house guests. They were all like, now if I had went on the show when I was in my 20s, I don't know if I would have related to some old hippie mom that may or may not have been cool, that kept trying to tell us she was cool. But I kept saying to them, like, that's fine. When we get out of this house, you'll see. I'm exactly what I said. You know, you want to talk this or talk that. You'll see. You'll see.
You were so authentic, though. Like,
Because
I mean, come on.
It is who I am. It is where I'm from. There were certain times after I got off the show where people would try to say X, Y, and Z about me. And I would go check myself. I hate to say this, but I would go check myself on Facebook with the people I grew up with, like my whole life, you know? And I would be like, hey, you know, am I acting different, or am I acting left or right? And no, you're exactly who you've always been. You're exactly who we grew up with. You're exactly who I've known for 12, 20 years, you know, whatever. So
amazing. That's incredible. So you mentioned Tyler as a little bit. So what were your thoughts? Like, how was he able to like lie to everyone in their face the whole season? Like, did he come off initially as like this stereotypical first boot blonde surfer boy? Because that used to happen in a lot of early seasons. Like,
so
how did no one find out he was the rat?
I didn't get him as going out first. I got him as, was it Hayden? Am I right in saying that? I had watched a lot more shows right before going in, so now I don't have all those names. And
Nicole Granville's first try
was like, I'm gonna play like I do sell pretzels, but I'm actually really smart or some shit like that. In there, it was one of them. It was a surfer dude.
Yeah,
and he fucking won the whole thing. And I was like, that's Tyler. Whoever that was. Am I right? Do you guys know?
You said he won the whole. He won.
No, Hayden.
Hayden from the Brigade, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that Hayden. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's the correct archetype. Yeah,
that's exactly who I saw, and I was like, y'all, this is not. You're not. I don't know why. I don't know. Girls, settle down, please. Cold showers, please. Like, this is not what you're. This is not it. He's gonna work you, motherfuckers.
It was just crazy though. Like, you guys were like the season of blindsides, and it was all because like every time it was because you thought Tyler was voting with you, like he was the one.
Every week.
No, I think that Fessy and JC's relationship really fucked us a lot, because Fessy would give so much information to JC, and I never trusted that little fucker. But I did like him because we could relate and kiki on festivals, on RuPaul's Drag Race. We were both trying to figure out like who the winner was. Those were the things that me and JC talked about.
Yeah,
that's all. I wasn't talking game with him, except that he would try and say, Rockstar, you need to vote with the house. And I would be like, I'm not voting with the house. My vote is mine. Fuck that. Fuck this house.
Voting with the house. It's so new school.
It's so like boring, except this season I love it.
So would you say that Joseph is playing a Tyler game minus the comp wins?
I think that I see. They're in a really okay. So before Tyler and Angela became a committed thing, I do believe that Tyler was presenting much more intimately than Joseph has been to multiple people on the show. So I would say there were other. If Joseph was, you know, soft touching and looking in everybody's eyes, then there was another level. Now this was before he was in a committed thing, so I mean, do your thing. But
he was flirting with everybody.
He was flirting, but like extra flirting, like I love you, kind of like this could be it for us, kind of flirting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he told Caitlyn, "I'll do whatever you want."
Right,
He's like, "No guy has ever said that to me, not even my boyfriend."
He was like hitting on Bailey too. I mean, all of these women were and Haley, they're all absolutely gorgeous. So like that wasn't. and they were young. I mean, and they were all single. So, but I could look at it from an outside perspective because even if they weren't all a good 10 years younger than me, I wasn't single at the time. So I wasn't looking at any of these people like, I actually had that conversation with Haley. I was like, look, I'm going to guide you a little bit in this, but I'm going to need you to be the flirt because I can't do it. A, everybody's younger than me. B, I won't have a man to go home to, and that would be really upsetting.
Yeah.
So,
do you know who I actually thought was kind of hot in Faute? That was Scott. I thought Scott's kind of cute. Now
he's lovely. He's
like all works now. I'm like, all right.
Oh yeah, he is now.
Yes. Make sure you tell him that.
I will. Yeah, and then Haley was, a golden one too. I thought, like, what I at least liked of Haley was, I think she was an old soul. Do you boys agree that Haley was more of like an old soul? She was young, like probably one of the youngest ones there, but it's kind of like with a Chada a little bit. She definitely like knew. I feel of Faute, she knew the best. She had like the best game. Do you guys agree?
She could have been a little blinded by Fessy. I don't know.
A little. I think she was blinded.
Yeah, I know Scotty has the abs and the tats. I agree. I mean, like, I don't know, y'all. I think Scotty's been a hottie post game. So Scotty was like the nerdy boy, which I kind of like a little nerdy boy sometimes, but I'm here for that.
Mom life. Sorry about that.
Can we give a shout out to Garrett in the chat? He is a huge Rockstar fan. His name on Twitter is Rockstar Stan.
Garrett, I love you. I do believe that at one point Garrett tweeted something that got on the episode and it was like, I stand Rockstar. He was like, I got Rockstar on this episode, y'all.
He DM'd me a question today, so I want to take the time to get his question out. He wanted to know what your favorite moment from your season of Big Brother was.
My favorite moment from my season of Big Brother, you all never saw. That was on my birthday. We didn't know each other. We're all still feeling each other out. It was in the first week before the live feeds had started. And they're like, well, what do you want to do for your birthday? And I said, well, let's club hop. Let's make the different rooms a different nightclub or different theme. And Swaggy and Fessy were the designated drivers.
I remember this. This is on the live feeds.
Yeah. It wasn't on the live feeds.
The week before.
We talked about it, but it was a week before because
when they didn't have
started. Mm-hmm. So we definitely talked about it because it was fun, but it wasn't. I think the only thing that they showed from it was when we're cheersing in one of the rooms all together with our champagne glasses. But we started in the downstairs and then we were in this like party bus and we all like went around and Bailey and Angela were in the VIP section. And then like JC was the bouncer at each room, which was fucking funny.
Right.
And, like bartenders, even though we had no liquor, and we kept switching up the music. So like in one room, it would be like, and like we were just like, and then we would go somewhere else, and it was like, I swear, I gotta serve. Yeah, it was so funny, and I mean, it was just a blast. So that was really cool because our house was very split very early on. Yeah. And we did not really what I valued aside from the statement that they made about Big Brother 23 was that they did everything together as a fucking house.
Yeah.
They did not ostracize anybody, and they would play all these games together. They would hang out, and they would do their big blue couch shit, and they would do all this stuff together, and nobody felt like left out or not included or not a part of this little family, it looked like. And it seems like, because they all still kick it together. So
in this season, let's not even go there. Oh my Lord.
They couldn't play a game if they couldn't come up with a game to play with each other if they even tried.
It was like the first group activity when they all fell asleep to Brittany hypnotizing them.
Yeah. They literally are starting to do their group stuff now, but like 23, it went from like a season of like, let's do everything together and big blue couch and whatever, into this season where they're like, bullies, and Jasmine is talking shit about everyone behind their back, and Daniel's being racist, and then this other stuff. And like it's not cute. Like, I like some things about the season being split, and I love like their direction it's going now. But this season started off right, like
rough.
It did start off rough, but I think that it's definitely, I mean, maybe it has to start off rough so that, or not start off rough in those ways, but then we have people to root against. Like, there was a very clear, oh, we don't like these people.
We have been missing some villains for like villains. We needed the villains, but we also needed good people, because like 21 was just mainly villains that we don't want to root for at all. Like, there's barely anyone. But
Demi and Jess Milagros are what we got, and Kat are what we got.
That's it.
Exactly. We love Jess. Like, Jess is one of our mentors. I love Jess.
She's wonderful.
It's her, Demi, and Kat are like the three. I would maybe Nicole Anthony a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah.
Sure. Is it time for a game?
I think it's time for a game. Let's do it. So, y'all, we're going to play a game right now. We have a couple games tonight, and this is a fun one.
I love it.
Okay, we're going to second.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here.
All right. So we're going to call this game Rockstar. You ready?
Yes. I'm here.
The name of this game is... Hold on. Or... Disgusting. There you go. So we're going to list something, and you're going to tell us if it's cute or if it's disgusting, okay?
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. We have a few of these on the list. So the first one on the list, Taylor and her lays.
Cute. That's real cute.
All right,
that edit was dope. I love the edit.
I that is my favorite fucking showmance that's ever. The most relatable. I mean, I really feel I'd like to get me some of that eventually. I would love to love potato chips as much as Taylor. Couple goals.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. I want to get the next one, because this
Go
is
ahead.
Cute or disgusting? Nicole wiping Jasmine's ass.
Oh my goodness.
That is disgusting. I cannot fucking believe that even, I mean, there's one thing about like caring for your friend. That is, no, thank you.
How
No,
about
thank you. Now, if we were at a festival and perhaps you had gotten into too many treats and you needed some help, I might walk you to the shower and help you out. However,
I'm not wiping your ass.
not wiping your ass.
Frank, go ahead and ask the
All
next
right.
one.
All right. So Taylor's nomination speech. Wait, yeah, nominee speech.
Last week.
Real cute. That shit was.
That was fire.
So the next one, Fessie's
down.
Wait, next one is Fessie's big bulge.
This ain't plead the fifth now.
That's like incest. That's like my big dumb little brother. I know this shit exists, but don't make me a California now.
Love it.
All right, so we're gonna plead the fifth on this one.
We can plead the fifth. We can plead the fifth.
What are we saying? That I mean, out of the two, I mean that's cute. Good for him. You know. I'm certainly not gonna say it's disgusting.
How about Daniel and his magnums? And his magnums.
I wonder now. So I know that I'm supposed to just have a 2-word answer or a 1-word answer in this.
Elaborate.
But so I sparked a little conversation on Twitter about this because I was like,
Oh, I saw you had just found
No,
that
a
out.
bitch is single now. I may have had to, consider such things. And then people are like, anybody can wear a Magnum. But in my experience of the thrice actual Magnum meters that I have had in my repertoire, if you will, they needed them bitches. They needed them. Okay. I don't think that other people, I don't think they're just, sliding into a hefty bag like them bitches are big. So I'm just curious. I mean, sure, anybody can say that they use them, but are you really going to put yourself out there like that to be embarrassed later on? I've only ever been told that by people with big dicks. I'm serious. So it got me considering this. I really like, there are people that are like, oh, I have a big dick, but nobody, oh, I got a Magnum. Do you, motherfucker?
Right.
Do you really?
Right. For real. Like, for real.
I'm sorry, but like, it got me really curious.
Very true.
Let's call it disgusting for now.
Okay, perfect.
That's facts. Nobody says that.
All right.
I want to ask the next one. Because I'm obsessed with it. Monty's perfect ass.
That's real cute.
Oh,
He is fine.
Cute.
Wow.
I agree. Monty has a nice ass.
And
I'm
then
so
he
glad
got
he
like
redeemed
some
himself.
like Boricua, like he's speaking Spanish and shit. Like, yes, motherfucker. He's cute. He's
All
real
right.
cute.
And you get to meet him probably. Like, you're gonna hang
Oh
out
gosh, yeah, you're right.
with him. So let us know.
You know who Rockstar's getting with at the reunion. All right. How about Turner stealing Jasmine's muffins? Turner being the muffin man.
That's cute, but it did. But if I was gonna like empathy, I think I would have been hot if I was Jasmine. Like I would have been heated. I would have been fucking hot because I was just like, if Brett stole my fucking muffin, like y'all would have not heard the end of that shit. And if y'all were making fun of me about my fucking muffins, I would have told you how delicious them bitches were, and y'all didn't see because y'all live feeders don't see everything. How fucking good they were, and how everybody ate them muffins so fast. I wanted a muffin. I deserved that motherfucker. Like I would not let that shit go. So I'm so funny because like, even if I don't like these people, I still go, what if I was in there? Like, how would I, if somebody ate my muffin, like how would I have reacted to this? I would not have been okay with my muffin being eaten. Well,
Okay.
take that back.
Right. The question is, who would you be happy eating your muffin?
That's right.
Mm.
Depends.
Well, Jasmine is like Jasmine. Speaking of that, I'm going to do the next one. How about Jasmine in the pool with her cane? What would that be?
That's cute, real cute. That shit was so. That image is burned in my fucking mind. And if she wasn't, I mean, I think like there's part of her that there's the part of her that's like being hateful and spiteful and a bitch, and there's a part of her that's like, she has a whole mood sometimes. Like, what the fuck is this woman doing? Like, I feel this cane and these big ass glass. Like, she just doesn't even look real sometimes. And I think that's like what I vibe with there is that I think a lot of people would say that about me because I dress kind of eccentric, but she don't even dress eccentric. She's just like this. You're like, are you for real, bitch? Like, I don't know. Like she's funny. She's funny and she's really mean, but she's funny and not because she means to be. When she means to be funny, she's not that funny. Right. She's just funny, like a funny. I think that was
unintentional comedy.
Unintentional comedy. It's hilarious.
Absolutely. Steven, do you want to do the next one?
Okay. I want an opinion. Tangela.
Oh.
Are we Tangela now or Tangela then?
Both.
Okay, so I would say 4 years ago, disgusting. And now with the longevity, they kind of mind their own business. They kind of chill. They don't, that's cute. It's cute. I love love. I do love love. And I think they just got engaged and shit. I mean, I'm happy for them. They really do mind their business. Like I do not. I'm like the polar opposite. I'm up in everybody's shit. But they just kind of kick back. They have their little jewelry business. Like I don't mind them anymore. The only reason that I minded them is because they were in my way. And now they're no longer in my way because we are on completely different. We have a different market, demographic, audience, friendship group, but they're cool. Like they're probably not coming to the festival with us.
Got it.
They're not invited to the festival.
They're not invited.
They might be invited, but I don't know that they'll make it. Now, if we were going to the yacht club, perhaps they would join us, which is fine. The yacht club is lovely.
Amazing. So, Frank, do one more, and then I'm going to close it out with one more for this game.
All right. OnlyFans.
You're coming from my back.
I went there.
I want to know. I got questions about this in a positive light, though.
We'll get there.
That's cute.
It's cute.
It's cute. Okay, so it's cute.
That is offensive, Renee.
Would you do Rockstar? Would you do this? Would you do an OnlyFans with Brett?
I haven't. Ew, what? What the fuck, Renee? What is? What?
All right, so OnlyFans with Brett.
Would you do it?
No.
Cute or disgusting? OnlyFans with Brett.
Disgusting. No.
Don't talk about his micro penis.
I won't.
Does he have a micro penis, or was that a
fucking idea? I was. You know what? Because people in the house, I thought the girls thought he was cute, and so I was just trying to say the most ridiculous shit that people would be like, "What are you talking?" Because he, to me, said the most ridiculous shit by saying that I came to him and wanted to start an alliance. So I just started making up stuff. I was like, that's my baby daddy, actually. We're working together. We're best fucking friends. I've accepted him for who he is, all about him and everything. Like that's where I was going with it. And the pot in the pan thing was not my idea. It was not my original intention. I had a spoken word poem that I was writing in my head. JC was like, well, get the pot and pan. And I was like, Evil Dick did the pot and pan. Josh did the pot and pan. I don't fucking want to do a pot and pan.
He did tell you. He did instigate that.
And then he was like, well, don't you need instruments? And I was like, all right, fine. Instruments. You've got me there. I'll take some instruments for this spoken word poem. No, I would not do it OnlyFans with Brett.
Hey, whatever,
No, wait, hold on.
You know what though? Like a lot of people, I mean, I get that he is a type of hot. He's not my type of hot. And in my life, people like Brett have, I mean, I've been hit on by a lot of people, I've hit on a lot of people. Like that's like, we're grown, right? Like,
yeah.
Go through so, and I just never really favored that. Like, I don't want to cut myself off from any potential suitors that may be interested in me, but he just always struck me as like square, I guess. Like,
yeah.
Like probably wasn't that cool. Like he's cool in his own way, but not in my way.
Yeah. Okay. I have one last one for this game, Rockstar.
Yeah.
And then this is going to get into the kind of conversation of BB24, but what about Paloma and somewhat Pooch doubling down that Taylor was the bully and that they
Disgusting.
Absolutely.
They had week 1 feeds. I don't care what kind of side eye you think she was given. You were running around talking about a whole bunch of shit about her. And like, as much as you don't, you might not hear exactly what people are saying, but you can fucking, when they're fucking talking about you, period.
Mhm.
So, like, everybody, like, I gave a lot of dirty looks to the other side because they were fucking talking about me and how weird I was. Or, like, Brett would say shit like, he has a 69 tattooed on her arm, or she's a terrible mother, or like she's fat, or let's only keep the attractive people in the house. Like, he was saying that shit, and I was catching it. Like you can hear when people are talking about you. So of course, when those people would walk into a room, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Taylor gave them a dirty look. Y'all are running your fucking mouths nonstop.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
we missed that dirty look that she gave you. Probably deserved it. Like, fuck out of here.
Seriously though, and like Paloma, I feel like the alumni do not like her. She's awful. She's awful.
Yeah. I think that a common mistake is not really sitting with, it's hopping right online.
Yeah.
And you're just, first of all, you're already defensive because your dream just got kind of shattered on national television. Then you got all these people coming at you left, right, sideways. And most of it is not support. Most of it is, how could you be so stupid? How could you be so this? How could you be so that? And it's not one person. It's not 100 people. It's thousands of people adding you that other people don't even fucking see. So then you're fucking defensive. And then you just start verbal diarrheaing in a way that, like, you didn't even hear. You didn't even take the time to process, listen, filter, and figure out what is legit, what should. Big Brother is the most unique experience in the entire world in that it is an opportunity to do the deepest self-work that you could ever do in your life, because nowhere else are you filmed 24 hours a day and able to look at yourself at your most stressed out time and able to view yourself and say, do I like this person?
Yeah.
You know, and there is nothing else in the world that gives you that raw of a view of yourself. And I think that it is a disservice to yourself and to others to immediately come on and get defensive and deny, or not actually take in and go, I didn't like X, Y, and Z, how I acted there. I wonder how this applies to stress in the rest of my life. I wonder how this, why did I say these things? Why was I feeling this way? Where was I paranoid where maybe I shouldn't have been? And why? And what does that say about me? It's a great opportunity to be self-reflective, and doubling down on what people are trying to tell you is not taking the time to listen.
Yeah.
And learn.
At least reflect. I think for at least the first one that's come out of that house this season was Nicole, that I genuinely think is, like, I think willing to learn, willing to grow based on her interviews. And I've heard Amira a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
But like,
yeah, I would definitely tell anybody coming out, like, take your time a little bit. These people, everybody, they're all going to be there for whenever you're ready to talk. But maybe get you a little burner account, start searching your name, and just seeing the good, the bad, the ugly, kind of sit with it, get you some therapy, talk to a therapist, talk to your friends. Hey, so-and-so said this. How did it read in the edit? This is what happened for me. Where do you think, the lines got crossed or whatever else? Because I know that my season, we didn't have week 1 feed. So there was shit that went on. Like, but this house, their season had week 1 feed. Like,
a lot. And the feeds did not go down a lot either.
For once, the feeds are not getting cut.
Like, you can't make shit up. Like, we're seeing a lot of shit this season.
Like, they're never down anymore. Like,
right.
So Rockstar, so Paloma was saying something that, like, blaming the edit on the feeds, that they edit things on the feeds. Do you think this is a load of hooey, or do you agree with what she's saying?
No, I don't agree that they edit the feeds. What I will say is that have you ever been watching the feeds and it's like 4 cameras on one person's makeup routine?
Yeah.
And you're like, well, where's the rest of the house guests? Well, they are having conversations.
Yeah.
And you are not seeing them.
Yeah.
You know, so that is the one. Now, is that a lot? No. Does that happen? Absolutely. As I've become a feed watcher, I've seen that like sometimes 2 cameras are on one area, 2 cameras are on another area, and you're only really seeing 4 people. Well,
Yeah.
where are the other, you know?
For me, it's that they can never provide examples of what is it that we didn't see that is like what is it?
Mm-hmm.
And
Like-
I think that what they're saying, like, all right, so for example, and I don't falter, and I don't even think it's that big of a fucking deal now, but when we were going out to our bathing suit shoot for Big Brother, that was a time where the feeds were not on. I had on these ginormous heels to go do the bathing suit shoot. Rachel had on heels. She turns to the other Angela and she says, aren't you going to wear heels? And she said, I don't want to look like some tired old stripper, and looked at me.
What?
Now,
she's so nasty.
Now maybe she just didn't want to look like a tired old stripper. Maybe that was directed at me. Maybe it wasn't directed at me and I was taking it personally because I felt like it was direct. I don't fucking know. That was something that you all never saw that did happen that made me feel some sort of a way. So there are those slight moments. There are those moments where shit is not shit's not caught on camera. So I do not agree that there was, I mean, I can't say what happened in their house, and I can't honestly, with the background that I have, say that you guys see everything. I can say that you see enough, and I can say that the majority of the shit is caught on the live feeds. I watch the live feeds, but there are moments where something could be said that was not heard because it wasn't time. Like, they do shut off the cameras for different transitional type things. And in those transitional type things, people are talking. They're telling you to stop talking, but you're still fucking talking.
I mean, at least you could provide an example of something that wasn't seen, whereas that
is true.
They
can't.
Yeah, and that was like I'm saying, that was 4 years ago. I don't even know if it was directed at me. I took it personally.
I would have.
Yeah. I think that the type of people, which actually is, you know, very yogi, not taking things personally is a skill. And I don't know if that's, I mean, I think Taylor got sad, but I don't know if that's what maybe it's from pageantry and being able to, but her composure has just been, I'm floored. And I don't think I've ever seen anything that solid in not taking things personally and truly just now, Jinx Monsoon used to say water off a duck's back. And that's another kind of, I guess this, like, some people have this innate ability to not take things personally, or they've worked at it. Maybe it wasn't innate. Maybe it was something they've crafted and spent time working at. I don't know everybody's life, but that is a skill that if you can have in Big Brother and you cannot take things personally, that'll probably help you go very far, because you won't be ready to fucking pop off and zap off and be like, nah, motherfucker, you're not talking to me like that. Like, bitch, who do you think you are? Like, I'm rowdy in those ways. I don't know. For a hippie, like, you are not gonna fucking disrespect me or step to me in any, like, I will no.
Period.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
But I do have a value and an appreciation for people that are just, well, I just don't take, you know, I don't take that personally. That's their issue and that's what they're going through. And I'm like, wow, you're so right, but fuck that. Do you need me to, like, all right, I'll step in.
Right. Sometimes people need to hear about themselves.
If you could say anything to Jasmine right now, let's say Jasmine leaves the house. If you could say anything to her, what would you say to her right
Oh my God. I don't even fucking know. She's such a fascinating character to me. I feel like I guess what I would say to her is like, I think you got it twisted about Taylor, and I think you need to take several seats before you say anything online about her. And I think that you need to come out here making fun of yourself. And I think that you can flip your I think you have an opportunity to pivot this whole thing if you shut the fuck up with your bitter ass and you just kind of like you had some very funny moments that you could absolutely pivot. And if you make fun of yourself and maybe apologize a little bit for the shitty, yeah, definitely apologize for the shitty things that you've said, then I think that you could actually, you know, whatever it is that you came here to do, except win Big Brother, because that's not happening. But you know, whatever else you intended on doing, I think you can do it. I think she can pivot. I think she's gonna face a lot of shit. But if you have a certain type of attitude and you are also self-aware, I think if you're self-aware enough to sit with the good things that you did and the bad things that you did, then anyone will eventually be willing to give you a chance to show who you are outside of stress.
Yeah.
You know, because who the fuck acts wonderful under extreme duress?
Does the contestants are there like agents or marketing strategies that a lot of contestants go through after?
On my season, everybody had a fucking marketing strategy, and I just wanted to win a house. That's what I was thinking about, and I honestly regret not going in and being a lot more light about it. I went on to Big Brother in my mind. I wouldn't say it was desperation, but sort of, because I had just had this like surprise baby. And I was like, the fuck am I going to do? And then I got on this show that's this national show. And I kind of thought like, wow, this is it for me, because I majored in theater. I've been running nightclubs. I was on a limit date when I was 21. Like I wanted.
No, you were not.
Do you have clips of this? Do you have any clips? I need to see those.
I will find it.
It was in Baltimore. And it was me and 4 other girls and one guy who I still keep in touch with, who buys me a drink every time he sees me. He's a bartender now. Just shout out to Justin Van Buren. I hope he's well. He said, I remember him saying he was the Hugh Hefner of Baltimore, which was such a line. But yeah, so like I had always wanted to be in the public eye. I always thought I was going to be famous. It was something from when I was a very little kid that I love people, and I love being around a lot of people, and I like making people smile, and I like making them laugh. And so if I could change anything about my Big Brother experience, I wouldn't have taken that seriously, because I think Tyler was set to win. I would have just let Tyler win, and I would have like brand hoard tie-dye. And like, I don't know. I think I could have planned the afterward a little bit, but I just didn't even. I thought I was going to fucking win, quite honestly. Like, I think everybody thinks that, but I had no after plan. I wasn't promoting anything or marketing anything. I just really wanted to win a house in Howard County. That's all I was thinking.
Was that your first time applying?
What's that?
Was that your first time applying for Big Brother?
Yeah.
Oh.
But you're an icon. You're a big personality. That's like, you're not like everybody else, and that's what they want. They want out their personality.
They said, we've never met anyone like you. And I was like, shit, I feel like come to Baltimore, there's a lot of me. But a lot of people have said that they've never met anyone like me. So I'm starting to embrace that.
I want to see you play again, like for real, play again.
I would like to, and I would go in and I would be telling everyone that I was just there to summer camp, but I would not be. And I would talk to the live feeders. I wish that I had done that. I didn't know. I thought that everybody was just a weirdo voyeur, not to judge, but I thought they just wanted this experience of just watching people live, you know? And actually it's very, I don't want to say that's weird, because a lot of people have found community, or when they're lonely, or when they want to reminisce on a time where they watched it with their family, or like the show has such deeper meaning and implication. And when you are a live feeder, you spend a lot of time watching these people. You feel like you get to know them, like you've gone through their joys, you've gone through their sorrows. Like it's kind of a beautiful human experience. And you can, viewing it from the outside, you can come out with very raw emotions towards people that you've never fucking met, and that's so fascinating to me.
Yeah.
So I was very intrigued by the whole social aspect of it, and I wanted to put myself through that. I knew that it was extreme duress, I knew that it was pressure, I knew that these people, I watched them lose their shit. Like, everybody cries in the DR, everybody. And at first you're watching it and you're like, what is wrong with all of these people? And then you're like in it and you're like, I know exactly what's wrong with all of those people. I feel so bad for laughing or making fun of anyone. Like, this is fucking tough. The way you're sleep deprived, your food habits are different. You're not around anyone that you've ever known, and you're not around anyone that would ever comfort you. Human touch is essentially gone. If one of your love languages is touch, then you're going to go cuddle up with this newfound stranger that you're now, best friends with, because it's fascinating. The whole thing is so interesting on so many different levels that I really fell in love with the show through the experience versus falling in love with it as watching it. My parents watched it. I never watched it. I thought this is lame. Like, my parents watch it. Shout out to my
That's cool
that.
though.
I love that
and look,
a lot.
now you're
it's so fascinating to me. So now I like to watch other people go through the experience, especially when they're talking shit about me before they go in, because I can't wait for those fuckers to cry.
Wait, you know who said they love you though? Is Turner said you were one of his favorites.
I saw that. I saw that, and I was very like, I have not had a great track record with who I've picked as winners. So I like was holding off, even with people who have said they're my fans. I'm like, oh, please don't be problematic.
Frenchie.
Somehow this is gonna come back on me. Oh, that's your fan, Rockstar. You were
Oh,
for them.
I have the next question. Oh, we have the next one. All right. So speaking of fans of yours, that you may have had some reference with getting them onto the show. You know where I'm going with this. So
I did not get anyone onto the show, first of all.
what is the tea? What's the tea? What are your thoughts on the contestant you may have potentially referred last season?
I did not refer him. Oh my God.
That's the tea, right? That's what is said, is that you referred him. Isn't that like,
who said that?
Wait,
you
refer-
did you say that?
or y'all were DMing? What was it? You gave him what was it?
Who was this?
Frenchie.
Frenchie.
Oh.
Frenchie was a fan of mine who was very supportive, and he like donated to the gift. I mean, anybody that like would come on my podcast and drop an extra tip or something, like, I would fucking root for them on the show. I don't think you were taking care of me and my family, essentially. So of course I'm gonna try to have your back, but that's, I mean, about the extent of it is that like he was a fan and he like DM'd support, and I said thanks, and he was communicating with my man who is now my ex, and he was a supportive person. When I came out, I got a lot of shit, like a lot of shit. There are still bitches ready, probably right now watching this, ready for me to fuck up and say something so that they can clip it and drag me to all hell. I know I have you bitches blocked. So I'm
Oh.
no, I'm saying like there are people that decide that they don't like you and they will hate you till you die. But I mean, you're never gonna be everybody's taste or flavor, and that's okay. Did I help him get on the show? No, I can't even help myself get back on the show. How am I help you? Like I don't have those contacts. Like I really don't. I supported him when he made it on the show because he supported me when I was on the show. If any one of you or really anybody that, I mean, I retweet people all the time. If somebody turns out to not be cool, I'm going to be like, I guess you're not cool. But I'm going to give everybody the initial benefit of the doubt. If you've been supporting me, why the fuck wouldn't I support you back? That's just solid, like, person stuff.
Right.
Absolutely. I agree. No, you're really cool on social media. You're really interactive with your fans, which is something that I really like as well.
I love it too. I love them. I can't even believe I have fans.
And
you do.
It's very similar to, who similar is also Tiffany from last season. She's very interactive with her fans. Like I actually just met her last weekend in person, which is insane. I met like all of Big Brother 23 last weekend.
For her birthday?
Yeah, because I live like 2 miles from them. I'm in Royal Oak, which is a Metro Detroit area. So I'm like, I'm gonna go meet them, and it was so cool. But they were all like,
to be so fun.
It was a blast. I wish you would have come. That would have been fun. I could met you too, but
I know, another time.
All good, yeah. I'll be like, you and Jessica come visit, okay? It'll be fun.
Yes.
But yeah, it was fun. Like it's cool to have like Big Brother players who are like, you see that they're human and they show their fans that they're human and they want to meet their fans. They want to include them. It's a big deal. And I think it's really cool. So that's something I really like about you is that
I'm an extrovert and I've never not been an extrovert. So even before Big Brother, I had a fairly, I mean, this session was like, what was it? AOL. I loved AOL. I was on AOL all the time in the chat rooms waiting for the dial up. And then I had a Black Planet page. Which
shit. Yeah,
it was like Discord almost, I guess now.
Yeah.
And then MySpace came out and I
didn't have a Zanga?
What's that?
You didn't have a Zanga?
I don't think so. I don't remember that one, but it's possible I did because I had a lot. This is the order I remember. I had the MySpace, and then in college we all got our little Facebook invites, and then I felt like I was lit on Facebook. I was always on Facebook, and I have like 10K followers, and that was even before Big Brother. So I love social media. I think it's the dopest thing in the world to be able to connect with people, to be able to share ideas, cultures, to be able to see other people's lives, to be able to have a debate that maybe you guys both come out going, wow, I've never thought of it that way. I still may not agree or disagree, but you're actually a pretty reasonable person. So this was cool. Should we follow each other? Maybe we'll have more. I don't know. I think it's just, it's fucking neat to be able to meet all these people that you would never meet walking around because they're in another state, another country. Yeah. I love social media. Now, some people are introverts and that's okay too. But I'm not. I'm like, people. Give me a cult. Like, what are we doing? Like, come on.
So today, like obviously you were friends with certain people in the house, but now that the game is over, who are you closest to of Big Brother alumni? Not necessarily even your season, but in general, who are the people that you stay closest to from that community?
I guess it's kind of like, I guess the people in my age group a bit, like, except for I like Hannah Chatta. She's funny. And she really likes me. She's funny. I like her a lot. We were like kikiing quite a bit in New York. But I love Jessica Milagros. I love Kemi. I love Kat. And then I really I am high key, low key friends with Janelle. I love her. Like we talk. James Ryan. Fucking love him. So like I guess it's more. I only imagine what it would have been like if I was on the show in my 20s. You know, it would have been kind of a different. I mean, I was buck fucking wild in my 20s, so I probably would have been like, who were the ones that filmed a whole porn on the
Season 9. We were just talking.
Season 9.
Season 9 was the porn season.
They had orgies.
Shit, yeah, I probably would have been on that one. But
they were all apparently having. Diane told us last week, which I feel like you and Diane might be a similar age as well. Diane from season 5, really cool girl. But she was telling us that season 9 apparently they had to cut the feeds all the time because there were all these orgies going on. Everyone was fucking. There was a girl squirting milk out of her titties. Like, it was a mess. There was really a girl. Her name was Natalie, and she was like literally
Natalie, the artist. I know who that is.
the bikini barista that was squirting milk out of her titties on the show. I was like, okay, work, girl.
That's fabulous. See, like, so there are a lot of people. I keep in touch with Scotty. That's like family from my season.
Yeah.
Bailey and I keep in touch. Angela Rummans sends my middle child Avalon cookbooks because Avalon is a vegetarian. So he sends her cookbooks. And I think that's the sweetest, like, nicest thing. I actually got, I mean, we're not like besties or whatever, but we're cool. Like, we're all cool. When after our season, when we went to Hearts of Reality, they were just, her and Angela and Tyler were just really nice to Aradia. And that was enough for me, that I was like, all right. You know, and I said to them, I said, I'm sorry for the shitty things I said. I was kind of under extreme duress, and I'm sorry if I, you know, said anything that was not, I'm a pretty kind person. And I didn't mean to be an asshole or a dick. I had a lot of stress going on, as we all did, but I'm kind of, I mean, me having 3 kids and y'all being 20 and single, it's a little different. It's different. Like, it's just different. It's not that a 20-year-old doesn't have stress in their life. It's just they don't have 3 people responsible that they're responsible for. It was different. It was different stress. I was coming at it from a different place. And I feel like if I did play again, I would be in a different headspace. Like, completely. I would still play and I would still want to win, but I would also embrace the fun of it a lot more. Whereas I was not embracing the fun. All I was doing was trying to figure out how to fucking win this motherfucker. Like, how can I win this? How can I win it?
Good for you, because some people don't.
Yeah.
And it's you're just very genuine. That's something I really like, because you're really like authentic and true to who you are. Like, I get zero fakeness from you. Like, you're just you are who you are. You wear it on your sleeve, and that's something that I love in people. Like,
you know what's so funny? I was talking with my girlfriend that I've had since I was 8 the other day, and she was like, "It's interesting because you're a really good actress, but you're also like one of the most authentic people I've ever met." And I said, because if you hand me a script or you hand me a character and you hand me their backstory, I can give that to you because I'm really good at pretending. But when you're telling me that it's me, I'm me. I don't have that. Like, I can method act if you're like, you're a waitress from France and, you know, you like, I mean, whatever. If you give me that, I can give that to you. But I can't give that to you with me because all I have is my actual backstory, my experiences, who the fuck I am, who I know, where I'm from, what I'm repping, what I've seen. That's who I am. You know, I don't even understand how people are fake themselves. Like, how are you going to be a fake version of you? What the fuck is that? How does that feel when you go to sleep at night? I don't know. I'm genuinely asking because that's so foreign to me to not be authentically yourself or not be genuinely who you are, that like, I don't understand. When they go home, do they talk to the mirror like themselves, or do they talk to the mirror like who they were pretending to be all day? I don't know. You know,
Don't self-edit.
Yeah. When I was about middle school age, hormones are changing. I start to feel like really like I don't like myself. I don't like life. I don't like anything. And I was like, how do I fix this? And I started going to the library and I started reading all these self-help books. Like all of like find your inner joy, be this, be that, you know, be who you are. And every one of them motherfuckers said, be who you are, not who everyone is telling you to be. Be your authentic self. Live in your real truth. Be who you are. Stand in that. Be strong. There's only one of you in the entire world. There might be people that look like you. There might be people that talk like you, but there is no one else that has your experience, your story, your backgrounds. No one in the world has exactly what you are here to show or talk about. You know, we're all each other's teachers and we're all each other's students. And sometimes you don't even have to experience something to learn from someone that has experience and is willing to tell you about it. And if you just kind of sit back and take all that in, and you share authentically your own experience, then we're having these real, authentic, amazing, raw discussions, shared, actual love, and so many people are afraid to be themselves. And they're scared to be judged for who they are. And it's just like, for me, it's like your vibe attracts your tribe. So no, not everybody's going to like you, but the right motherfuckers are going to love you.
Period.
Preach.
Yes.
Preach.
So if I can get that out to like just everybody, I feel like a lot of the world's problems are because people don't do self-work. People don't reflect on themselves. People don't, when we all make mistakes, but mistakes are really just lessons. There's no such thing as a failure because not even success is permanent. Nothing's permanent except your soul and your spirit. So if you can really sit with that and do the work of what's going to make you a better person than you were the day before, if everyone was doing that, imagine how much less damaging we would all be to each other, you know?
Absolutely. I agree.
I didn't know we were going to get so deep on the
I'm here for it.
That's what we like here. We like getting deep. I've done this on Couch Potato Queens here. That's the thing. So, you know what? I love that, Rockstar. I think we all want to be part of your tribe. And I think that actually leads us into our second game tonight.
Yay!
Let's do it.
So, the name of the second game is Rockstar's Daughter's Birthday Invite. So I am going to name the person. I mean, it's different people. It could be random. It could be some Big Brother current players. Could be players from the past. Could be some random people. And you're going to tell me, would you invite them to your daughter's birthday party or would you not? Would you tell them to F off, basically? Okay. So I'm going to give you a name and I want this to be funny. Tell me what you think. Would you invite them? Okay. Would they be part of your tribe here? All right. So we're going to start with, you guys have the list too. We'll take turns. All right. First one, we're going to say Paloma. Would Paloma get an invite?
Fuck off, Paloma.
I'm gonna go.
No, she can't come to the party. She's got to go do all that self work I was just talking about.
She'll be watching this shit right now. For real.
I'm gonna go with Julie Chen Moonves. Not to be confused with Julie Chen.
By any name she goes by, she is invited to the party in her fabulous fucking outfit and perfect hair. I love her. I will not slander Mrs. Moonves. I fucking love Julie. She is doing something she is spreading some sort of words going on now. And I mean, I don't care. I like that she's found whatever piece she's found and she wants to share that. And I like that. I like her.
Bring a Bible as a gift.
She, you know, and I think that I'm a little offended. I never got gifted a Bible. Perhaps it got lost in the mail. but you know, I have read the Bible. I like Julie. I like her. I think she's fabulous. And everything that happened with whatever exactly happened, I got like fourth hand information.
Season,
that was all going on while we were in the house. So I feel like I missed I missed it sort of, and I've been told, but I kind of also was just like, but did Julie do that or did her man do that? And I mean, we can all say whatever we would say, including Julie can say whatever she would say, but when you're faced with that situation and it's your partner, what are you going to do with your partner in your personal situation? You know, like, I don't know. That's not my husband. You know, I'm divorced twice. So what the fuck am I gonna say?
Okay. Okay.
Fell out.
All right, who we got next? Frank, you want to give one?
Yeah. Since they linger so much. The BB21 crew of Tommy, Christy, Holly, and Annalise. That crew.
I mean, they might could like hang out at the bounce house, like, you know. Out in the field of the party.
Okay,
like not quite at the pony rides, but like out at the bounce house, you know.
All right, here we go. How about conspiring bitch Cat Dawn?
Oh yeah, she's invited. She's probably spiking the punch bowl or something.
How about Nicole Franzel?
Franzel. You know what? In the spirit of I'm a better person than I was yesterday, we will invite her and her 200-person village to all of Ugly or whatever. They can all come, the whole town. They're actually setting up the Ferris wheel as we speak. So
They're right in the thumb, girl. They're right in the thumb. Okay, that's probably is.
All right, what about? Is it my turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, what about Josh Martinez?
Oh, I love him and his potentially fake chin. I don't know.
Not the big chin. He's looking good lately. I'll say he's been like working out.
I don't know why that man gets so much shit. He is one of the kindest, nicest. I don't know. I didn't watch his season. I don't know why he gets. I don't watch the challenge. I don't know, but he is one of the sweetest alumni that I've met, honestly. And he's like an uplifting energy, like, oh, you look great, yeah, you're gonna fucking rock. Like, he's one of those people that like gasses you the fuck up and you're like, yeah, you too, man. Like, cool. Like, I don't know, I like him. I like Josh Martinez.
I agree. I think as a person he seems like a really nice, fun guy. I kind of think he's hot now, and I didn't before, but like now I'm like kind of like, okay.
I liked his original season, but I think it's really the MTV Challenge fans. They say that he's ruined the challenge because of that he brings like fake drama. That's really what the consensus is.
Well, I mean, potentially. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the other, or like maybe the challenge, maybe some of the other ones, I feel like a lot of them call each other and say, let's fucking do this.
Yeah.
let's get it going.
Yeah.
And then, you know, online eats it up, and then they're being talked about, they're being brought up, and oh, can you believe this and that? And, you know, so I don't know if he does that. I find him to be a really nice guy. And the reason I said potentially fake chin is because I actually asked him that, and he told me, like, when I saw him at the boxing match, I was like, Josh, you know, he was being really nice. Rockstar, you look so fucking good. And everybody was like, yeah, Rock. And I'm like, yeah, you guys look great too. And I was like, Josh, like, you look really good. Like, is that like, did you get your chin done or something? And everybody laughed, and he was like, yeah. And but he said it like it was a joke, but also like a yeah. So I still don't know.
There's nothing wrong with a little bit of filler. Nothing wrong with a little bit of filler.
I thought it looked really good. It looked very good.
What? Okay. What about Evil Dick? Would Evil Dick get an invite?
Evil, yes, but like he's definitely like probably he's the guy that has the ponies. Actually, I don't know if you've ever been riding a pony ride. But that's totally.
Oh, I see that.
We are an Evil Dick standing tall, though. I do like him. I've said it. I feel like Evil Dick says what everyone else is thinking.
I like Evil Dick. I had to back out when a whole bunch of old clips came up. I like had to exit stage left. He's the type of person that because he's real and authentic. And I think there's just a level of like, some of us are okay with who we are, whoever we are, even if you fucking like it or don't like it. And other people won't show you who they are so that they're more marketable to everybody. And I more so vibe with the people where I know where they are and where they stand and who they are than the people I'm like, I don't know who you are because I feel like you're selling me shit all day.
Angela.
Okay, can I just ask the question, because you mentioned this earlier? I have to break this for like 1 second. Who was the thirstiest for media attention in your cast? Thirstiest person?
Oh, Fessy.
Oh
my God. Fessy had a whole fucking marketing scheme. All he would talk about was IG followers. And I was like, do you even think like he's, oh yeah, Rock, like we're going to cut like, and so I would always joke because Fessy would be doing all this shit, and I would be like, shout out to my 5 new followers. How you doing? Hope you're doing great. You know, like, because he would be like, I'm gonna have all these fucking followers, and you know, I'm wearing this, and I mean, he like had product placement going on, and I was just like, what? Like, what do you do? Like, is shit? I missed out on. I didn't know we were product placing. I didn't know. I would have brought more brands. I just brought shit that was gonna fit. I didn't know.
Yeah,
the way that I brought my clothes, like I knew that I was gonna drop weight. I didn't know when I was gonna drop the weight. Every time I have been pregnant, I've gotten up to like 185, 200 pounds. And then within a year, without doing much, I'm back down to like 120. And I don't really do anything. It's just, I guess, genetics. I don't fucking know. Don't be jealous though. My teeth are fucked up. So, you know, we've all got something. But I don't know. So I knew that I was going to drop weight in the house. So I brought things with elastic bands. Everything was, I could fit in then or now.
Yeah.
All the clothes I brought.
And they give you a stripe in, right? They give you money to buy clothes beforehand, don't they?
No.
They don't?
I thought they do that.
I thought they did that.
I didn't get that deal.
Oh. Maybe they changed that. I don't know.
Who did they do that for?
They said they did it this season.
Those whores.
Yeah, I do have a question that I've actually asked you this on TikTok Live before, but I want everyone else to know. Did they make you go buy Rockstar because there was another Angela in the house?
Yes, but no. Yes. They wanted me to go by Angie. And I don't.
You're
Like,
not
do
an
you go by Rockstar? Like in
I go by Angela Rockstar, as in Angela is my first name, Rockstar is my last name, Lantry is my biological father that I don't associate with. So I asked them not to even use Lantry.
oh.
And that, like, I like in all of my business, when I was managing nightclubs, my business cards say Angela Rockstar.
Well, I'll change it then because I
Oh,
put the last name.
no. It's fine. I'm not like offended. But I asked Big Brother. No, I never brought that up to you. So that's not you. I asked Big Brother not to use Lantry. I did not want but it is my legal government name. The kids, their last name is Rockstar because that's what I wrote on their birth certificate. That's their legal last name.
No
Rockstar
way.
is my alias. So my name is Angela Rockstar, as in like, and I've been going by that since I was like 19.
That is so
It's so
dope.
cool.
Aradia Rockstar? I'm obsessed.
Her
I'm
name is
obsessed.
Aradia Rainbow Rockstar.
Oh,
I
wow. I love
Obsessed.
it. Oh, yeah.
And then it's
We're doing a
Avalon,
field trip to come party with
Avalon
you.
Celine Rockstar. Yeah.
Wow.
And then Isaac, his middle name is Rockstar because his dad was like quite insistent, which I was like, so his middle name's Rockstar. He's Isaac Rockstar, and then
I
his
love
last
it.
name. But
I love that.
I love that.
Love that.
yeah, so no, I didn't know why we couldn't both go by Angela because I kept saying I go by Angela Rockstar. And they were like, well, can we just call you Rockstar? And I was like, all right. Because it's, some people get called, people call me Ms. Rockstar forever because I was a manager of a nightclub and my business card said Angela Rockstar. Like that was just first and last name. And most people said it like one of them people you say they're both names, There's people like that. You don't really say Jada. You say Jada Pinkett Smith all the time.
Right.
I'm a Rockstar. That's like that.
Makes sense.
Well, that's awesome. I had no idea. I thought like your name, I thought you went by Rockstar, but I thought Angela was like never what you actually went with. I thought it was just Rock. That's so cool though.
Yeah.
I was like, she's not an Angie.
Yeah, I'm not really an Angie.
Yeah.
I tried to be in middle school, but then everybody was like, you're an Angela, and I'm calling you Angela. I thought Angie was edgy because Angie Ange on the mic back then. That was Angie Ange on the mic. It was Angie Martinez. I thought she was cool when I was in middle school. So I tried
Is it Angie who did like Not Tonight remake in '97 with like
Angie Martinez.
Yes.
So I thought she was cool. So I like tried
yeah,
it out.
this is Angie on the mic.
Hey.
Everybody
Love
called me
that.
Angie Ange, and everybody was like, no, we're calling you Angela, and that's your name. And so because everybody refused to call me Angie, I was like, all right. And then I just got used to it. I'm like, I'm Angela. That's my name.
Love that.
But I knew that there was another Angela before I got on there because they were riding me too hard on what else I go by.
Oh, yeah.
Well, is there anything? And I remember saying specifically to my mom and my ex, I said, I think there's another Angela on there because they keep asking me like 15 different ways what else I go by, and that it's just giving me there's another Angela. So when I saw her, I was like,
Right.
why do you get Angela?
Right.
Rockstar, did you happen to watch tonight's episode?
I did.
It was Otep. I was wondering if that brought back any memories for you.
Yes, we should talk to Otep. Could have changed the game.
Could have changed the whole
It would have.
I swear, it haunts me just hearing, I brought you Caitlyn all with 200 milligrams of Bailey.
That competition. So I was terrified of Otep. It was an athletic comp. I did not like the outfit. I felt uncomfortable in the outfit. We were going out. Casey, Angela, and Tyler, who were essentially winning everything, were right in front of me going, let's go. Yeah, I can't fucking wait for this. Yeah, we're going to Fessie's behind me. Rockstar, don't fucking worry, all right? I'm gonna win this for you like I won this for Haley. Don't fucking worry. I'm gonna get this veto. Scotty's like, yeah, Rock, you got it. You know, Fessie's gonna win it. He's gonna win it, or I'm gonna try to. So we're running around. Fessie goes down before me, and I'm like, well, there goes my fucking like winning strategy here. So then I'm like, and then Casey goes down. I'm like, well, what the fuck is happening? And all these other people are dropping. Then it's just me, Haley, and Comp Beast Tyler that's never lost anything. And I see him running up with a different color bottle than mine. Well, I'd already been told by my alliance and my own negative self-chatter 11 ways that I was not winning comps, period. So I look at him having a different bottle and I go, I have the wrong bottle. I need to double check my answer. I have time to run down and get the right bottle. So I double checked my answer and he had the wrong bottle. And he ran down and got the right bottle. He ran back up. Then it was between me and him, and I got the wrong thing at the end because, and it actually makes sense when you think about it, whatever they had said was supposed to be the vote that Swaggy got, but Scotty threw his vote and changed the number. So I had it in my head, the numbers that were supposed to be like, you know, it was.
I get you.
Now I can't even remember. But like, say it was a 6-5 vote or whatever. And 6-5 was supposed to be what we had for Swaggy. And that wasn't right because it was actually 7-5. Do you guys understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I do. I remember Scotty was like, fuck the t-shirt. Yeah, I'm doing this. Yeah.
Yes, because he was trying to get most trending for our team. That's why he did that. But
oh,
really? Oh my gosh.
Because the trending thing was good or bad. It didn't matter whether it was good or bad. It was you were the most talked about. So you were supposed to just vote everybody, everything to get the most trending. So Scotty was trying to get most trending by voting out his own alliance member in the shirt.
Wow.
It was just fucked up. He was trying to play a game that was bigger than, yeah.
That's what, wow. Okay.
And then I had it memorized what we thought that vote was going to be. And so I grabbed the thing that would have been it, but it wasn't it because that wasn't the right number, if that makes any sense. So in my mind, I was right with what I grabbed, but it wasn't right because it wasn't fucking right.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
We were all rooting for you, Rock.
I was so beaten down at that time. Like I just did not, I didn't even so I went on this show, right? Because I got the opportunity to go on the show. But my partner did not want me to go on the show. And I said to him, if I don't go on this show, which could potentially win, you know, $500,000, then I will always look at you with what if. And I cannot live my life in what ifs. I got to go. So while I'm on this show, and when I left, he said to me, don't expect me to be here when you get back. And I said, okay, all right. Well, you know, I won't expect you to be here. So every time the DR would say, they would try to gas me up. Well, what do you think? You know, so-and-so is staying at home. And then I would just start sobbing. I don't even know if he's there. And I shouldn't have even done this because everything is going so terribly. And I just thought I could win money for my family. Like I could totally relive that fucking moment because that's how it was so much more than just going on TV. It was like, I thought this was an opportunity to really elevate an entire situation for an entire group of people, not just myself, but my whole family. And so there was a lot of stress in all of that, you know, flash forward, we broke up in March, but he did not want me to go on the show. He's an introvert. He doesn't like the public eye. He didn't want anything to do with that. I have been an actress my entire life, and I'm like, dude, like, this is probably the biggest opportunity in my life. And, you know, I don't live in what ifs. I live in let's fucking live. So I went on the show, but I had all these things, all these other stressors that just, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. People that young are not dealing with.
Yeah.
Or they're not. They don't have, like, I had 3 kids, and one of them was a surprise off of an IUD. Like, and an IUD is supposed to prevent pregnancy for 10 years. So, like, previous to that, I was GMing a nightclub. Like, I had my 2 kids. I only really expected to have 2 kids. I was fine with that. I was chilling. I had an IUD, no pregnancy, 10 years. I got pregnant on the IUD. I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? And then I was like, all right, well, this is a meant to be scenario. I left my nightclub management job. And I said to my mom, I don't know what I'm going to do. I have this baby. Like, this was not in my plan or agenda. And I can't go back to managing nightclubs with a brand new newborn. Like, what am I going to do? And she goes, Angela, I just really think you should audition for Big Brother. And I was like, I said, why? Why, Mom? Well, you could win $500,000 and you're a character. I think people are going to love you. And I said, $500,000? All right. All right. So I sent in a tape, and they called me 2 weeks later, and I was like, this is destiny. I'm going to fucking win this thing, and it's going to be this magical miracle experience. And then I'm going to be able to spread all my messages of peace, love, and joy. And my kids are going to live in a nice county and all this shit. And as everything, this is where I tread lightly. I do not agree with the way that Daniel has behaved, acted, said anything, but I tread very lightly because I lived this same experience of this giant buildup culminating to he had to fucking think he was gonna win this motherfucker. Like, he's not out the door yet. But if you audition for something for 10 fucking years and finally get on it, I went on so many auditions. I auditioned for Real World. I auditioned for not Big Brother 10 years in a row, but if I would sit here and say that I haven't done 10 years of auditions, I fucking have. Not Big Brother, but certainly other things.
I could have seen you on The Real World because
hell yeah.
I auditioned for things my whole life. Like, I did, and I got gigs, some of them. Like, I did voiceover work. I've done stage shows and things like that. You audition and audition and audition, and you hear 1,000 no's, and when you finally hear that yes, and it's a big ass yes like this, you get it in your head, whether it's ego, whether it's I don't even know what the fuck it is, whether it's just the fact that you've been trying so fucking hard for so long that you are winning this motherfucker. And when that realization comes crashing down, it's so hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like, so in that way, watching that happen with Daniel, even though yes, he did it to himself, but maybe I did it to myself. I could have fucking won Otep. You know, like, I mean, there were multiple opportunities where or at least that one was really big. Like, I blundered that. I fucked that up. I fucked that up. That was my comp to lose, and I lost it because I didn't believe in myself. So the only things that I can really say out of that is that there's lessons in this for ourselves and for others. Like, what did we learn? Well, bitch, we learned you got to trust yourself. You got to trust your gut. You got to not check it with nobody. Trust yourself. Believe in your own intuition. And if somebody else can see that happening and look past the funny of it or the stupid of it and go, wow, this is a lesson for me to trust myself, then hey, maybe that was something good that came out of that. It's a very big experience, and I think that Daniel has said things, I don't know if they're true or not, but when you're on that show in a place of desperation versus a place of you're a 20-year-old with you know, on your parents' bank account, and the reason that you're there is because essentially you can be like, you don't have
29, so
you know, it is quite a different thing to play that game as a person that's on their own, or a person caring for other people, than a person that is being cared for back home.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And all three of us are all in our 30s as well. So we
Yes.
are like, you know what I mean? We've lived some life a little bit. I feel like once you hit like a certain age, like 29, 30.
Yes.
It does.
It's different. And it's not that I'm being ageist. I was those ages, and I know what that's like. And I think that there is, you know, when you're playing Big Brother, when you're in your 20s, you can be pretty carefree.
Yeah.
Like, because essentially somebody's got you. You're not, you know, whether it's your family or your friends or your college teammates, when you're playing as an adult, like, you might be I mean, if that's true, if he really only has $400 in his bank account for whatever reason, I don't know how that's going on, but I wish him the best or whatever. I think he said something like that on the live feeds. Then he has been playing in a place of desperation this entire time.
Oh yeah.
Which reminds me of when I was playing in a place of desperation.
Yeah.
You know, imagine how much, if you guys thought I was fun on Big Brother, imagine how much more fun I am when I don't feel like this is my only meal ticket in the entire world, which seems, you see what I'm saying? I don't know. It's like, it's different. I'm fine now, and I've always been fine. Like, I work and I work my shit. Like, whatever it is, I've always done whatever I needed to do. But at that point in time, having a baby at 35 was not anywhere in my plans. Like, at all. At all. I had my kids and I had an IUD. Like, it was not. So this was not in my plans. I had thought, all right, well, I pursued fame. I was voted Baltimore's best local celebrity in 2013. Like, I've always been in the public. I emceed shows. I always wanted to grow that. And so when that actually happened for me, that I had a national platform, I tried to give, I was authentic to myself, but I tried to give what I thought the people wanted. Like, I was not talking to the cameras. I was not giving shout outs. I was trying to do the job, essentially. And I was trying to focus on nothing but that motherfucking game. So I really was not lighthearted. I was just trying to win, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I'd like to see you play again. I want to see you on this again.
Yeah, I think I would be a lot more fun, especially if it was with other alumni, because
second chance.
We all know of each other-ish enough. And I think it would be interesting to see us in those dynamics. It's always fun to be at an alumni event.
Yeah.
And, like, because you sometimes avoid certain people, or you like, oh, hey, how you been? Okay.
Is it like awkward and fake, or is it like genuine?
What's that?
Is it like awkward and fake, or is it like genuine?
I think if it's fake, it's very fast. Okay. And it's like what I just, hey, how have you been? All right, I'm going to go get a drink. I'll catch up with you in a bit.
Yeah.
You know, but like, in general, it's very genuine, because we all have very similar experiences, and we all understand, and we all remember like how fucked up it was, or how fucked up we were when we got out of that situation. Mm-hmm. So we can all kind of like talk on those levels, and then it's kind of fun, because sometimes it's cool to kind of blend in the background a bit. And at an alumni event, those are some of the loudest, most extroverted, most extra motherfuckers, like attention
And you met Rennie, didn't you?
Oh, I love Rennie. Yeah.
Oh.
But like, that's cool to me to kind of blend in the background. If I'm a type of person in my friend circle that's always it's like, oh, and she's crazy, like you're gonna love her, she's so like blah 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 blah. It's fun to just kind of blend a little bit because everybody is so huge personality. That's so it would be fun to be in a house with other alumni, I think, or even new people.
That were
I think that Big Brother people in general have big personalities.
I think they need to cast more people in their 30s and 40s. So I think people in their 20s. I think there needs to be diversity with ages on the show.
I don't know. We kind of got Nicole and Terrence, and that didn't really work out too well.
Daniel, but like it's the people that they cast.
They needed the casting kind of flopped this year, in my opinion. I don't know.
I think it's an interesting cast. I think that. Yeah, I would definitely like to see a house of, well, you know what? Big Brother 23 was like that. I was going to say a house of mostly people in their 30s with one 21-year-old or two 21-year-olds.
Yeah, there were
and Big Brother 23 was like that, wasn't it?
They had like, later 20s, if anything.
That was a great fucking season. They were all a bit more mature and a little less. My season at the time was... You could have basically just had a fraternity, a sorority house, and then some old hippie broad, like, and stick her in there.
Yeah, influencers. I feel like season 20 was like the influencer season.
Oh, but your season was really good though.
You had
you have one of the best modern day seasons. Like people say 20, 23, like are like the 17 are like the modern day seasons that are really good.
It was a really good season, but for me, it felt like I was in a fraternity sorority house. And I was like, I'm trying to relate to them because I feel like they know what festivals are and they don't really. And like Fessy had never been to a festival. Haley had never been to a festival. Angela Romans wasn't talking about no festivals. Bailey had never been to a festival. JC, that little fucker, he knew what a festival was.
Really? He knew what a circuit party was.
He knows the circuit parties. Circuit parties are the gay festivals, which are even. I'm sure you know what a circuit party is, though, right? Okay.
Yeah, she does.
I went ready for this, Rockstar. I went on a gay cruise where it was basically a week of circuit parties on a cruise ship with 6,000 gay men.
And
ready for this? I'm not going to out them.
Time of your life.
Rockstar, ready for this? I'm not going to out this person, but I met a Big Brother winner who is not out to the media. So Big Brother has 3 gay winners, not 2, 3,
maybe 4.
I love that for them. I love that.
Ran into them on the cruise ship.
I love that.
That boyfriend. Yes, I did.
Well, very nice.
Okay.
I can't.
That's
I love
awesome.
that. Yeah, so like it was harder to kind of find the general vibe, especially because like my house was very particularly sporty. Like there were like it was all about, well, are you winning comps? Well, how many push-ups can you do? How many sit-ups can you do? And I'm like, I don't do that.
Right.
I wonder if they were trying to production was like looking for like, hey, we're looking for potential people to put on the challenge. Like,
yeah, I don't know where they got them from. It was so funny. I had just watched like season 10 before going in, and I had this level of confidence because I knew I was beating a Rennie or a Jerry in a competition. Like I just knew that shit. And then I went into my season and it's like, here's, an Olympian and a fucking basketball star and this giant motherfucker, and he's a football player. And I'm like, where is Jerry and Rennie? Oh, I'm the Rennie? Get the fuck out. Get me out of the I'm 35. What is this shit? This is you should have heard me.
That's inappropriate.
I'm so surprised that they didn't air some of that shit because I really was. I'm fucking ready. Are you fucking? I'm 35. fuck is this? Like, you're be in the house with Olympians? What is this?
And they did in your like promo picture though, they kind of made it as you were like the older person, but you're 35. Like I'm 34. Like we're young in our 30s. Like
Right. But all the kids thought I was the older person because I was 10 years old. I mean, they were 20, 21, 22.
You were way cooler than some of those 20-something-year-olds.
Yes.
Like easily.
But you know, they know.
They know.
They know now.
They know.
Okay, so were you asked back for All-Stars? Did you get a call at all for nothing? Is there anyone from your season that did get a call but like wasn't on it apart from Tyler and Bailey?
Not that I know of, but I don't know.
Oh, you know. I can read that like a book. There may have been someone else.
I don't know. It's potentially, I mean.
Well, no, hold up. Casey
yeah,
was supposed to be on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she got COVID. Her and Josh did.
COVID. Yeah, she was supposed to be on. They were weren't they toying with like an all winners season, or Julie Chen Munez was hoping for that or something?
Right.
We're thinking it's going to be
a
that
30-day thing.
Yeah, like a Celebrity Big Brother time period, or like, and if not all winners, then like legends type of thing.
That would be cool.
We need it.
I really want to see a first boot season. I know people.
I want to see that so bad.
I know people are like they got first booted for a reason, but some of them did not get first booted for a reason. Some of them got first booted from luck. Like, what would they do?
Yeah, but there's not many memorable first boots, though. There's
maybe like pre-jurors,
pre-jury, like a second chance.
Yeah, like a
like Kemi can come back. Would Kemi come back though? Like, would she want to? I
Nope.
know she had a
Nope.
horrible experience. I feel so bad for her though. I think Kemi's the most got really the raw end of the stick, and it really ruined her experience. And it makes me sad for her because I feel like she deserved a way better experience than she got. To this day, like my heart hurts for that girl because it's really unfortunate.
She's lovely. Like I like her a lot. She's good people.
Same.
She moved to New York, but like where she's from is literally like a mile down from where I live.
That's so cool.
Like she was whenever we went down to DC for, I think it was the Celebrity Big Azza threw a thing down there, and we went down and I picked her up and we carpooled, and I was like, you live right down the street. Like the fuck?
I love that.
It was so cool. I like her a lot, and I related to her, and she understands me because we're from the same area.
She's iconic. I would love to see her again, though. I'd like to see her and have an experience where she's celebrated and like treated like a human being and shown how beautiful and amazing of a person she is. And I would love her to get an experience where she has that, and that I feel like
an experience where she actually plays the game.
Yeah, if she gets a chance, because she didn't get a chance last time, and that it's really just it's disgusting. It really is. It's awful how awful they treated her in the house. Apart from Jessica and I think somewhat Kat, everyone else was just awful to her. So
they were
okay. Yeah. So with that said, I think we've been talking for a while. We almost got 2.5 hours into it tonight. We're good.
We had shit to say.
Yeah, we vibing for real.
But with that said, Rockstar, is there anything else you want to say, or anyone have an extra question for Rockstar? Either of the boys?
No, I just I hope everybody had a good night. I definitely liked talking to you guys, so thank you for having me on. And
I do have one last question.
Yes, ask me.
Are the Couch Potato Queens invited to Aradia's birthday?
Of course.
There we go. Hey!
And you know what? You can come sit right by me, and we will talk about all the people at the party.
Yes. Hey! I want shits.
Honestly,
we'll be by the snow cone stand. That's where we're seated.
I love it. And Rockstar, it was so much fun having you tonight. We want to definitely have you back. We should have you on like an eviction night to come chat with us.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
We always go live Thursday nights right after the eviction is when we usually do it. So tomorrow night, everyone, we're on after the eviction. We go on right when it ends at 10 p.m. So that's
I love that. If you are watching, I am trying to my goal is to take my little micro influencer and maybe get to the medium level. So feel free to follow me on any of my social medias. I'm just trying to get to 50K by the end of the year on something.
And what is your social media? Go ahead and shout it out.
Okay. On Twitter, I'm at MRS_a rockstar. At Instagram, I am Angela MFN, like my fun neighbor, Rockstar. MFN Rockstar. And on TikTok, I'm Angela Rockstar. I'm verified everywhere. So don't be fooled by the fakes, especially on TikTok. They're real weird. They'll offer you tarot readings, and don't do that.
What, like being a catfish of you? Like,
oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's bizarre because they'll hit people up and they'll be like, they have my picture and they've got my videos and they'll say, "Hello, dear. I've noticed like a dark cloud around you and I'd love to give you a personal reading and cleansing." And somebody will hit me up on another social media and be like, is this you? I mean, I guess we can do a reading. I'm like, we're not doing any readings. That isn't not me. I do read tarot, but I don't read tarot for anyone else other than myself.
Oh, no, that's always fun. I want to do that for sure. All right. So
Thank you so much again for having me on. I hope I didn't talk your ears off too much.
We're all extroverts here. Like, this is the perfect group to deal with. We love you. We want you back.
Yeah. You some facts. You were speaking to me. You're speaking to my third eye. It was very, very alert.
My third eye.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Well, this has been a delight.
Amazing. So, Steven, let's start with you. Where can everyone follow you on Instagram?
Yes.
You can find me on Instagram at Reginald__George. But just follow me on the bird if you want to know what's really good. At was really good one.
And Frank, what about you?
You can follow me on Instagram at I'm Frank Williams or Twitter at I'm Frank W.
Perfect. And everyone, you can follow me on Instagram at Mendels8. That's not 7. That's not 9. It's Mendels8. Okay. And then for me, you can follow me on Twitter on the Couch Potato Queens, Twitter at Couch Potato Queens. It's Couch Potato QWNZ, spelled like that. And if you want to follow us on Instagram, we're looking for Instagram followers, everyone. We post on IG all the time. Couch Potato Queens, spelled out exactly as it is. And if you're not already subscribing, because it's definitely the cool thing to do, I mean, Rockstar is doing it, so you all should too. Make sure to subscribe to our channel at Couch Potato Queens. Ring a bell so you can get notifications when we're going live. We will be going live tomorrow night after our eviction, which is just going to be so delicious because Daniel's leaving the house, everybody. Yes! Party! So we are excited to celebrate our hashtag Daniel eviction party tomorrow at 10 p.m. on the dot. And next week on Tuesday night, we will be having another special guest, which we will be revealing tomorrow night at our eviction little party that we're having for Daniel. And we are really excited for our next guest as well. So it's going to be fun.
Should we give them a hint?
Rockstar, any words you want to sign us out with?
If you are a spiritual single man above the age of 35 that looks like Jason Momoa, and you are, looking for someone with just the platinum experience, if you know what I mean, feel free to also hit me up on social media. I would love to know you.
With that said, everyone, have a good night. We love you. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys.